is a fight. So whatever happens, happens.
Win some, you lose some. But you live another day.
But when Davis unleashed the power shots, there was only...
Yo, at least you got it in, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, you in the building with Q the God. This is the Lost Art of Boxing, a.k.a. the Lab. I'm here to give you some news and reviews you could use. Man, we had a crazy fight weekend. Man, we had, a lot of fights all day, non-stop packed from beginning to end. You know what I mean? I want a little cheese. I'm still looking for him, man. GOAT, where you at? GOAT, come holler at me. I'm out here looking for GOAT, man. I need that cheese, man. Come bless my cash app. You hear me? You know what I mean? Salute to everybody. Slime 2, OG Shelton. Yes, sir. What's good? Yeah, on me. I told you, man, Alicia was going to come through and really handle business. You know what I mean? Mr. Aggressive, Eastside, 512. What's popping with you, bro? Man, appreciate y'all for sliding through, man. Y'all could, if you ain't already came through and did it, man, go ahead and hit that like button you know what I mean? Support.
Press the goddamn button! You heard what she said.
Man, but man, we talking about crazy ass fight, man. I ain't really gonna come through and give you the whole little spiel, man, how I usually do. Man, I'm gonna just talk a little bit. Shit, I'm gonna drop the link and all that here in a second. Man, but just first off, man, we gonna get a big ups to the women's card, man, last night. Man, yesterday morning in our time, man, they had some great fights. Alicia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer, man, they did their thing. Man, that motherfucking Caleb Plant knockout, man, that shit was crazy. That boy went and caught a body. No cap. I ain't gonna lie. Caleb Plant caught a motherfucking body. You know what I mean? That was body of the night. Trash talk going wrong. Here you want to put that shit. God damn. That fight was, he slumped that boy. You know, put that boy in a goddamn casket. Retired him. He gonna have to retire. Threes was popping. Man, yeah, I want to know, man, what y'all think, man? Who had the best card? Which one of them cards y'all feel was the best, and who had the best fight? I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna either say Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall. Man, Devin did his motherfucking thing too, though. I ain't gonna lie, Devin did his motherfucking thing. Fuck, man, I really can't even pick right now. I'm still trying to digest that shit, man. We had a whole motherfucking buffet, but just going back to, man, Alicia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer, bruh, it is pretty much like when I seen it, when we talking about, I was picking Alicia Baumgardner strictly off the style. Like I felt like the style was better. Like how I feel about Michaela Mayer, I feel like she just straight up and down fighter. She got a good jab. She got decent power. She throw a right hand, but she don't mix it up. She don't throw a whole bunch of different variation of punches. She pretty much throw the same punches, one or two type of person. Footwork not that good, head movement not that good. So when it came to that, when I'm looking at Alicia, I'm looking at she a counter puncher. She got some power, and it's like her style overall, just movement in the ring, all of that. I would just pretty much edging her in that, and I was looking for that fight to be way more exciting than it was. I ain't gonna lie about that. I probably was thinking that fight could have been way more exciting as far as like somebody actually going for the kill. I feel like with all that shit they was talking, man, I thought I was gonna see a body in that bitch. You know what I mean? But they kind of they did their thing. It could have been a draw. I'd be honest with that too. Like I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, man, that possibly could be a draw, depending on like how the judge is looking at, what they looking at, how they scoring it, all that different type of stuff. So, like me personally, I feel like that shit was good, man. Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, Wilder cards were nice. It's overall top performances, yeah. Clarissa Shields and Devin, bro. Those was, yeah, I say them was the top performances. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like that shit, man, man, Devin did what I wanted him to. Kambosos did what I wanted him to do too. Like, I wanted Kambosos to go in there and actually fight. Like, you know what I mean? Not going there and just, do some bullshit. I want to see you go in that bitch and try to win at least, or make it a harder fight for him. And I feel like he went in there and did that. And shit. And that was cool. Let me see. Yeah, but as far as that goes, man, I was just feeling like that shit was supposed to be exactly what it was, man. Kush was popping. What's popping with the Kush, man? I'm just sitting in here, man, letting it build, man, a little bit. But man, what was you watched the cards, man? What was you watching? Was you watching Devin fight? You watched the Caleb Plant fight? What you think about that Wilder shit? Wilder went in that bitch and knocked it. Bro, that shit was so damn fast. I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen Wilder hit that boy Halabius with that motherfucking right hand, I'm like, hell no, he took a dive. They rewound that bitch. I seen the veins in that nigga neck, them legs stiff straight like a casket. You can't fake that shit. No kizzy. You can't fake no shit like that. That boy was in that bitch neck stretched out, strong as hell. So I ain't gonna lie, that right there, that was the fight. I ain't gonna lie, that fight was yeah. Salute to Wilder. He did his motherfucking thing with that. I wouldn't I wasn't expecting that shit to be that early. I thought it was gonna go a little bit longer. Wilder, he really like. It's like I ain't gonna lie with Wilder, man. Salute 512 boxing, aka Big. Who was that? Big Puerto Rican. Man, salute the bull, man. What's good with you, bro? How you doing, fam? Appreciate you for sliding through. Yeah, I watched Dev. He did good when he started. He started walking Cam down in the ninth. Like, yeah, he was. I don't know if he like if he would have walked Cambosis down. I think he would have had a better chance at stopping him. I think Devin did real good at standing his ground, not bagging him up. But I think he could have applied a little bit more pressure to Devin, like and got that stoppage. You know, I watched the fight. I watched the fight with my wife. Like I was live with E, so I was on E channel. I was listening to them for a little bit, but then like when the fight came on, I went and I'm like watching the fight with my wife, and you know, cause she just getting into the sport, so she watching it. I'm telling her different things, kind of like certain things to look at, and hell, she got her own eye of shit that she looking at because you know it's just what she looking. She know what she like as far as the sport and stuff like that. So like from my wife perspective, and this nothing that I ain't got no influence over her or nothing. She literally watch fights by herself. Like I'd be like, man, go watch this tank fight or that fight, and she'll watch that shit and she'll tell me. So she watching the Cambosis and Devin fight. She like, yeah, man, Devin completely superior over him. She got him out here bleeding like a pig. I don't know why he ain't stopped him. Like she was looking for him to stop him, you know, and like I understand it, and I told her like, you know, you got boxers that really don't got that type of power, and you know, but it is a certain way you could, you know, get somebody out of there. But man, at the end of the day, I'll be honest, like going into the Devin fight, I wanted him to do what he did. Now, me going in and zeroing in on certain things, I do that when other people come on here and hop on the panel. But as far as about his performance and what he did, that was what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him throw more than just a fucking jab. You know what I mean? He went in that bitch, mixed it up. When Cambosis picked it up, he picked it up. And that's something that I like. That's something that I heard Bill Haney said they was going to do. If Cambosis come in that bitch to fight, they going to come in that bitch to fight. He come in that bitch throwing, they gonna come in that bitch and throw. But one thing, I say one thing that I seen and I heard Devin say, like at the post conference, he was like, they seen him landing the right hand, and Devin was like, yeah, he was landing the right hand. He was like, my dad wanted me to throw the hook, but man, you need to start listening to your daddy, bro. Start listening to your daddy, man. God damn. I done heard so many, I be hearing so many of these young cats say it. Like I heard Virgil say it. I heard who else said that shit? Keyshawn. I done heard man, who else? I want to say like I don't want to say Bam, but it might be Bam. It was just these guys that when you know they not listening to their corner telling them to do something, and they feel like they can do it their way, whether it's working or not. But your corner or your second pair of eyes. You see what you see, but they also see what they see. Bill was wanting them to throw that hook. If he would have threw that hook a little bit more, like that right hand, finished it with that left hook, he probably could have got Cambosis out of there. It was a time where he hit Cambosis hard as fuck. It was like, I want to say, either in that 9th or 10th round where he had hit Cambosis and he kind of like hurt him. And he stood there. You know, he stood his ground. He really didn't apply that pressure, that certain pressure that would have got Cambosis out of there. But, man, he clearly showed that he was superior. Is nothing as far as Cambosis does nothing better than Devin. And he showed that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he came in, he did his thing. Man, Got my boy Mad Chad in here. Salute Mad Chad, man. Salute my boy Black and Brown, man. Salute my boy Black and Brown. I agree. He couldn't have stopped him in my opinion, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Clarissa Shields, the most impressive. That's facts. Clarissa Shields, I ain't gonna lie. She the GWOAT, bro. You know me, and she made her opponent say that, made her accept that shit. She the GWOAT. Ain't nobody fucking with her, man. And that's what it is. You know, now it's I think Clarissa Shields, she got like a MMA match. She got an MMA fight this year. So we probably looking at Clarissa Shields to actually fight again this year, just in a different ring, man. She gonna be in that octagon. And she lost in her last match. But you know what I mean? She coming back, man. We talking about 3-time undisputed, bro. What the fuck? Like no cap, like, bro. Clarissa Shields, man, bro. She cold. She the motherfucking GOAT, man. I'm gonna drop this link, man, because shit, I'm over here. I damn near lost for words just sitting back. Just when you sit back and just think about that shit Clarissa Shields doing, bro. She always got something on the line when she fight. Like, she always going in that bitch, you know, against the odds. You know, literally she was an underdog, you know, for majority of the line when this fight was out. It started evening up closer toward the end, bro. She in enemy territory. Man, and she went in that bitch and handled business. Didn't hold no punches. She hit the harder puncher with the harder punches. You know what I mean? And she did her fucking job. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like that shit Clarissa Shields did, bro. Bro, that shit is amazing. It's amazing the type of things that you get in there and you could do, and it was great for women's boxing as a whole. That fight, you got two matches they unifying in, man, and bro, you just got to give it to her, man. UGC Flying, what's up, Black? What's up with it? Yeah, man. That is, man. You look up Pure Champ. You look up Big Champ shit, man. She gonna be right there, bitch. With how many belts she got? Well, like 15. If she Ring Magazine and all three of them, then she got 15 of them motherfuckers straight like that. That's crazy. Clarissa Shields, man. Crazy. Man, we got my boy Boxing Scholar in this bitch. I watched the fight with my mans last night. We were watching that shit. You know what I mean? He was on my ass. I had some things to say about Devin. You know what I mean? And shit, Devin came through and he did everything that I wanted him to do. He did that shit. Alicia Baumgartner came through and did her shit, man. You know, body bag after body bag after body bag, bro. That shit yesterday was a good night of fights, man. Which one of the fights was the most exciting for you? Which one was you fucking with the most, Boxing Scholar?
I have to say Shields versus Marshall. That was a good fight. They was in each other's face all majority of the rounds that they went. They was, you know, they could smell each other's breath, as they would say in boxing, and doing that phone booth warfare. I like that shit. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of backward steps, not a lot of clinch. It wasn't even a clinching, and they was in the inside. That's how exciting that fight was.
Yeah, they wasn't clinching or none of that. I'm like, bro, they was fighting. I ain't gonna lie, like, that shit was. I wasn't expecting that type of pace of a fight. I thought it might have been a little bit more slower pace. I know Clarissa, she fast. I thought she was going, like, you know, do more so of that, you know, boxing on the outside, working her way in, you know, sticking and moving type of stuff. But man, Clarissa Shields went in that motherfucker to try to knock her out. And and she sat in the pocket with her and was making her miss and was slipping by inches. And man, it was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that Clarissa Shields smoke is ridiculous. Man, what's good with it though, Kush, man? How you doing, bro?
What's good with y'all? Good morning, bro.
Good morning,
Man,
fam.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed a couple of them fights, but really yesterday, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Besides Clarissa, yesterday was kind of forgettable. That shit was kind of forgettable.
Why you
Wilder,
say that?
because I didn't find a lot of them fights to be memorable like that. Like Devin did what he always do. Wilder, that was impressive. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know, bro. Yesterday, the quality of boxing that we got, I ain't see enough knockouts. You see what I'm saying? I ain't see shit that I really wanted to see. I watched my guy Maloney. He want to run around the ring like the dude could hurt him. Devin want to clinch 37 times. And look, you initiating 37 clinches, it's cool. If the dude really is a threat, got power, is a threat to hurting you or stopping you. But when you really could do what you want to do, I don't want to see you initiating 37 clinches. That shit was boring to me, bro. That's all I'm saying. But when Devin started doing the right things, then I was fucked when he leading with the straight right hand. You see what I'm saying? He started trying to walk the dude down. He should have did that probably about 3 rounds sooner. He might have stopped Kambosos.
So Kush,